school today? Krista told me there was school. Yeah, okay, I'm guessing there's no school. How did this happen twice? What time is it? I'm gonna be late for... I hate you, Chris.
Like 12 minutes of walking later.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Hello, Falk. Sorry. Someone, Carissa, told me that school was happening, and so doesn't matter. Okay, let's get right to the news. Oh my God, I'm not gonna. Okay, whatever. Let's get off topic. Let's roll the intro. Last week, as we all asked you guys to participate in the Spirit Week, and oh man, do we have some great staff and students that show a lot of spirit.
I was really surprised at how creative everyone was each of those days.
Yeah, but I would have had more spirit than all of them combined. But the producer asked me to just stay out of it because, I would have blown everyone else out of proportion. It's no biggie, it's just a ranch habit thing I do.
Yeah, I'm sure that's the reason.
Well, here's a look back on last week's Spirit Days. Check them out.
Great job! I am proud that we were all able to come together and show off our school spirit. Ryan, what are you doing?
Nothing. Anyways, here's Olivia to ask her tentative question.
Thank you, Ryan. And now we are here with Mr. Malum for 10 questions in 2 minutes.
Hey, Olivia. Always great to see you.
All right, let's get started. If you could listen to only one song for the rest of your life, which would it be?
Gosh, there's so many great songs I could go through. Stairway to Heaven, Free Bird, a whole bunch. But I think right now where we're at, the one that really resonates and sticks with me is actually an Aerosmith song, Dream On. I'm just about dreaming on. What's next? Where are we going? What are we doing? It's just such a great tune. So I'm thinking right now, Dream On by Aerosmith.
Yeah, it's a good one. What is your favorite decade?
Well, it's got to be the 80s. I mean, that's where I grew up. Everybody loves the 80s. You love 80s music, the crazy dress that we had, the hairstyles, leggings. So definitely the 80s.
Yeah, it's a good one. What is your favorite planet?
Oh, it's got to be Earth because I've never found a way to breathe on the other planets yet. So if I want to exist, it's all about planet Earth.
That is true. Next question. Can you play any instruments?
Does the desk drum count?
No, it does not.
Then the answer would be no.
As a coach, do you believe in tough love?
Oh, absolutely. I grew up with great coaches, and kind of the philosophy that was instilled in me that I try to work with is when we practice and play games, I'm going to coach our players hard. I want to raise the bar. I want to see them get to a level they've never been to before. But when we walk off that field, I want them to know that I love them, I care about them, arms around them, that the reason that I push them so hard is I want great success for them. And it's about, helping them achieve new heights. So absolutely tough love is something that's real important in coaching.
Yeah, I figured you'd say that. What is your favorite music video of all time?
Oh gosh, well, it's got to be Video Killed the Radio Star. So, growing up in the age of MTV and that era, it definitely was a song that was very popular.
Yeah, definitely an iconic one. Did you get an allowance as a kid?
Yeah, I think it was about $2 a week, but my stepdad figured out how to get that money back. We grew up when we got a VHS, which was really cool, these really big video things. And he's like, cut us a deal, like, hey, I'm going to buy us one of those new VHS machines, but then you guys have to pay to rent your own movies. I was like, oh, this is great. We're going to get a VHS. We're going to be able to watch movies. And what I figured out was I'd get my $2 allowance and I'd have to go buy the Friday night movie for the family to watch. But I guess in the end it worked out because we got to watch movies at home through VHS. There's something from the 80s.
Yeah, that's an interesting system. I kind of like that. What is your favorite camera angle?
Oh, favorite camera angle. There's so many different ways to look at things, and I love when you change the perspective. But I'm going to have to go with probably ants eye or bird's eye view, because I feel like that perspective, you're like right up with things. Things look a little bit larger than life. You feel like you're right there and you're in touch with the size of everything. When I'm in a plane, I love that bird's eye view from up above, but I feel like everything's so much smaller and it's like playing with Legos. You can't quite reach it or get there. And so I like the bird's eye, worm's eye perspective, that you're right there looking up at it.
Now for the two longer questions. If you had an unlimited budget, what changes would you make for LTV?
Oh, we'd go all digital. We'd take our studio, we would build a just full green screen room, wall to wall, side to side. We'd have all the digital resources we need for digital studio and background. We'd add a couple cameras with more teleprompters so we could cut to different camera angles, because it's not the technology, or it's the technology that we need to upgrade. It's not the students. You guys are amazing. You do great work, and just giving you more tools to work with would be awesome.
Yeah, that would be cool. Last question.
All right.
How are you preparing for the much delayed football season?
Oh gosh, trying to keep a positive mindset. That's really where it's at. Like right now, think about, gosh, we're missing Friday night under the lights, but we're going to have that in spring. And so it's staying connected with the athletes. We connect through Zoom regularly, letting them know that the goal is still there. We're still going to get out there. We're working through what's important and what we need to right now. But keep a positive mindset, and, connecting with the coaches on things that we need to be prepared for. But, those days where it gets frustrated, I just put on a helmet or bucket and run into the wall, and life's all good. Football's still there. I just got knocked out.
Yeah, definitely. And looks like we're out of time. Thank you, Mr. Malum, and back to you, Carissa.
Ryan, who is that?
Yeah, that's her. Yeah. Oh, nothing. He's just a really good guy. You should see his work, man. Seriously, you should not believe it. He's my credit man. He gets all the work done. He's like the intern of our entire establishment.
Right. Anyways, here's some yearbook information that might be important for seniors. The yearbook team is allowing family and friends to buy a section or a whole page in the yearbook for senior messages. These messages can include photos. The deadline for senior message submissions is November 5th, and no late submissions will be accepted. Use the link here to sign up. Oh, Ryan, where did your friend go?
Oh, I sent him on an errand to pick up some stuff, He's a helpful man. I don't know. Anyways, let's get on Garage Talk with Lance.
Thanks, Ryan. Hey, Falcons. Today on Garage Talk, we have Miss Smith on today. How you doing, Miss Smith?
I'm really good, Lance. How are you? Thanks for having me.
Yeah, I'm doing great. So I got a couple questions to ask you today.
Bring it.
First question is, how difficult is setting up clubs this time around with coronavirus?
It's actually pretty easy to set up a club right now, especially since everything is through Google Classroom. And you put your meet links right on Google Classroom on the main page. So it was really easy to set up and get rolling this year. It's all about just getting the information out to all the students.
Do you think it'll make it easier for when we go back to school?
It might. Virtual Club Rush I think was a big success. I am really excited though for Club Rush in the Commons with all the tables set up at lunch. It's all busy and everybody's kind of excited. Mr. G's on the microphone, and those are just kind of really fun days.
Did Club Rush help getting clubs really known and out there for this year?
I really think it did, especially for my club, Anime and Manga Society. We have a lot of returning seniors and juniors that are there, and a lot of new freshmen. So I really think the word went out. And if anybody is looking for anime code, it's right here. So join. We meet on Wednesdays from 4 to 5. And I think that if you go to your class, Google Classroom, there is all of the slides there also for Club Rush. So if you missed a class code, you can go find it pretty easy.
All right, that's good. Nice, thank you.
Yeah.
So another question I got is, have any new freshmen got into any clubs, or is getting clubs known to freshmen harder? Because I know freshmen are kind of like to new stuff like Club Rush and stuff like that. So is getting that hard?
I think Club Rush, doing it in advisory and just having everyone be there, I think it was a big success. I'm seeing a lot of new faces in anime. Even last week, new faces are showing up that weren't there a week ago or 2 weeks ago. So I think the word is still kind of slowly trickling out. But yeah, I think the freshmen got the message, and they're there with the upperclassmen as well. So that's really cool.
All right, thank you.
And we need the freshmen to continue the clubs when the upperclassmen graduate. So they're really important.
Yeah, I totally get that.
Yeah.
All right, well, I think that's all the time we have today. Thank you for coming on.
Thanks so much for having me. Go Falcons.
All right, back to you, Ryan.
Thanks, Lance. A few weeks ago, Myths Toss health science students were taken on a virtual tour to Kaiser Westside Hospital to chat with a few of the personnel there and to make their own thumbcasts. Get it? Thumbcast? Anyway, it's not the point.
Thumbcasts? That's a very odd thing to make. But here are some examples from the students and their thoughts on the virtual tour experience.
Wow, that was really cool. Good thing I got my own thumbcast, right here.
It's good to see that our doctors and nurses care for our community, and we should give respect to those helping us fight this pandemic. Thank you so much for caring.
Now, drum roll please, it's halftime update with, I don't know, but let's go. Ready, touchdown, okay, go.
Thanks, Ryan. This is this week's halftime update. This week we have some great news. Taylor Smith on the girls basketball team committed to a full ride scholarship at UNLV. Big congratulations to her. Now, I know last week we heard from some of our coaches and what they miss about sports. This week we get to hear from some of our students and what they miss about sports. Roll the clip.
Some things I miss about playing lacrosse are the bus rides to the games, and I definitely miss the adrenaline of winning a really close game, and I miss being a part of a team.
One thing that I miss from high school sports would probably just be hanging out with teammates before and after games and the traveling time.
What I miss about playing basketball and sports is just being in the gym and being with a bunch of people that I'm comfortable with and doing something that I love.
One thing I really miss about sports is just being able to play in general, and also just being able to go to games and cheer on our teams and stuff.
Hello, my name is Hero Diamond, and what I miss most about Liberty Sports is the Friday night lights and the competitiveness and all the fans cheering on our team.
Hi, my name is Zoe Allen, and one thing that I missed about high school sports is competing on the field with my teammates.
What I miss most about sports is the sense of community that you get with all your teammates. But I can't forget smacking people. That was like my favorite part.
The things I miss about sports is the chill practices and the game days. Well, that wraps it up for today's halftime update. Glad to hear from some of the students and what they miss about sports. Back to you, Ryan.
Thanks, Keating. Now for our final few updates.
First quarter ends Thursday, and there will be no school on Friday. Seniors who are old enough to vote and are registered, tomorrow is election day. So make sure that your ballot is sent in so that your voice is heard.
Seniors, this week is senior graduation, order week. That means we need to order our caps and gowns through Johnston's? Sorry, I don't know. Check your emails, advisory, and Google Classrooms for information. The deadline to order caps and gowns is Friday, November 6th. Finally, did you know that the virtual library is full of ebooks and audiobooks? No? Well, here's Sora. The Sora app contains district digital collection and is available 24/7. All you need is Wi-Fi to get it going. So download the Sora app or visit www.soraapp.library.hsd and log in using your school email and password to get access to those books today.
Wow, you sound like one of those sponsor ads, Ryan.
Yeah, it takes a lot of work to get practicing and get going where I'm at. Which is, the top, by the way. Literally, first year, I couldn't do that. But now, I got the skills and I grinded hard to work on it.
Yeah, I'm sure it does. Anyways, where's your friend? Shouldn't he be back by now?
Yeah, he should be here any moment. I think I should fire him, I don't know. He's been late before, I don't know what he's doing.
Well, that's all the news we have for this week. So, tune in next week for our special episode.
That's so cringy. Just sorry, that was horrible.